She cannot speak English, and you are complaining about your wife. You are not a man. Can I preach to somebody here this afternoon? If you want to be a man, you need to be a provider. I have some men in this church I respect. Till I die, I will respect Akerogude. Not because I'm seeing you, man. I know who he is. He's a father. The wife can testify to it. You say you are complaining. I cannot provide for my wife because she's out of fashion. Are you not the one that used her like that? If she cannot speak English, man or great father is about commitment. Send her to school. If you're a good man and you know you appreciate your wife and she's not dressing well, change her dress, change her look, change the way she talks, change the way she cooks. She's better and she's the biggest woman. A man that runs away from responsibility will be reporting his wife to the family so that the family can come and begin to talk. You will not tell people, I am not providing because I am managing her. That was the way your father managed your mother. Go and ask from history. Can I talk to somebody here now? If you are a woman, say, my man, provide for me, and you will know I am the real woman. If you are a provider, you can tell your wife sit down and she will sit down. If you are a provider, you can tell her let us go to church and she will follow you. If you are a provider, you can tell your woman let us go for picnic and she will follow you. If you are not a provider, you are a divider. I want 30 men that will be ready to take what belongs to them. As a man, that God is ready to provide for you, to provide for the family, because God has said you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are a salt of the world. I don't want ordinary boys in my church. I want real men. I'm not saying you should provide for me as a shepherd. If you like, you bless me. If you like, don't bless me. I'm not saying you should provide for me as your shepherd. I'm not bothered, but I'm talking about your family. If you want super unspeakable acceleration, provide for your family. We can call unto Jesus, unto God, our Father, give us our daily bread, because we know He can provide. Nobody can call a man that cannot provide. I am a father. I provide for my family. I provide for my parents. I provide for the church. I provide for my pastors. How I wish the Father's Day is going to be for 2 days, and I preach part 1 and part 2 of who a great father is. Great father is not by sex. A great man does not really have time for sex all the time. You're not supposed to rub your towel and begin to drive your wife out. If you are a woman that has provided for your family, you will not run after her. She's the one that will sing a song unto you and say, man, get inside. We got to talk. A provider will not beg for what is yours. If you are a provider, you will not beg for what is yours. Am I talking? Slap somebody if I say I'm a provider. If you are not a provider, you are a divider. That's why you have divided the family. You have divided. It's about provision. Number 5. One of the duty of a great man is to show love. Love. One of the duties of a great man, show your family love. Show them love. Show them love. Show them love. Forgive your wife. Forgive your children. Don't because your son has offended you, you will not drop money, you will not give them things they need to enjoy. Because your wife has offended you, you don't want to take care of her, you're suffering her. You're not a man. Show her love. Whatever she has done, forgive her. Do what you're supposed to do. So forgive us all our sin. As of who are forgiven, as the way we are forgiving those who have trespassed against us. A father needs to show love. When you go to the book of Luke chapter number 15 verse 11 and 24, when Jesus was talking about the story of a man who had 2 sons. He said there was a man who had 2 sons. The young one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of this estate." So he divided the property between them. Not long after, the young son got together all he had and spent everything. And there was a severe famine in the whole country, and began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out of a citizen of the country, who sent him to this field to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pulse of that the pigs were eaten, but no one gave him anything. But when he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired men have food to eat and to give to people, and I am starving to death? I will set out to go back to my father and say to him, Father, I have sinned against you, against heaven and against you, and I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired men." So he got up and went up to his father. But while he was still long away off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. And he ran to his son and threw his arms around him and kissed him. And the son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against you. Heaven and earth and you and everything about my life, I have sinned against you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father said to his servants, "Quick, bring calves and kill it. Let out the feast and celebrate, for his son of mine was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found." As a man, stop holding back to your past the mistake of your wife. Many men here, because you are not a good father, you will say, "I remember what you did 1987, what you did 1982, what you did 2004. I saw one man text you. He sent a message. If you are responsible with another man send text to your wife, you are still holding on to the mistake of your wife, then you are not a father. A father needs to show love. You need to show unconditional love. Write it down. Love without condition. Remember, she was beautiful when you married her, and later you've forgotten that a woman needs to grow old. You are saying she's not fine again. That means you don't love her. When she's no longer beautiful, go buy her Mary Kay products. Buy her Fumi hair. Buy her Genesis hair. Buy her correct gown. Buy her sneakers, so that she will not walk flashing. She will catwalk. Stop complaining about her. Forgive her whatever she has done and move on. Many men do not have good spirit to forgive their wives. You cannot forgive your children. You cannot have peace in life. They ask you, "She has offended me. She has offended me. She has offended me." Are you not offending God? Are you not offending God? After marrying her, you now discover she has dated this, she She has dated that. This one has slept that. And so what? How many have you dated before her? Men, many of you are so wicked. Yorùbá sọ pé abẹ́ni lórí kò fẹ́ kó mú dà kọjá lórí òun. Every woman here shout, change. Hey! Forgive and love your wife. Show her love. Whatever she has done, forgive her. Show her some love. Because you have offended God and God is going to forgive you. He said, forgive us all our sin as we are forgiving those who have sinned against us. Every man needs to have the heart of forgiveness. Show some love to your wife. Show some love to your children. Show some love to your family. Show some love to the church. Love. Love is the language of life. That is the spirit I have. I know if you got that spirit, some women are going to take you for granted. But it doesn't matter. Love. I know some women, when you love them, they think it's their right. But don't worry, love her. I can't do anything they want to do. I can use against you. I can say, she can, you know, women, they know how to make mouths. Ishola, you cannot do without me. Don't worry, love. She's just making mouth. She got nothing. Show her love. When she's not beautiful, show her love. I want to ask you, if truly you love this woman and all of a sudden something just happened and she lost and she's not able to be with her senses, would you leave her? Are you telling me after getting married to the woman and they told you you have been married to her for better and for worse, and all of a sudden, God forbid, and she now starts acting like an imbecile, will you leave her? I know many of you will leave her and go and marry another woman. If you do that, you are cursed. Does that mean after marriage and all of a sudden she had an accident, she was involved in an accident and they had to amputate one of her leg and she started walking like this? Will you leave her? Is that not where you need to carry the leg and peg the leg and tell her, no matter what, I love you? Will you, because your wife hasn't got a child, and you go and have another affair outside with another woman and have another child outside? Is that love? And you say, because they are telling me I should go and try outside. You never loved before. If you love her, you will wait for her. I give it to women. If their husband is mad, she will not go. If the man is sick, she's even the one that will carry the man on her leg and begin to wipe the tears while the spirit. She will be the one that will carry pole for the woman, for the man, and the man, and the woman will carry it to the toilet and go put it in the toilet and will still carry the man and say, I love you. But men cannot do that. That is when you go and call your mother, come and stay without, because I have to go and work home. When the woman is mad, she will lock her inside the room. That my friend must not know. But remember the promise you made to her, that you love her. Every man should be a lover. Love her with your money. Love her with your time. Love her with your connection. Love her with your prayer. When you love your wife, Wake up in the morning and lay your hand on your wife, and you will say, you are my wife, you are my strength, you are my joy. You will never miss